Hey, how's everyone doing? This is my second project in Unity that I wanted to show off. If I can get the camera moving around here. So this is basically an asset that I downloaded. It's a tutorial I followed on learnunity.com. Um, Basically what the project is, you set this house or this asset down, which is a house. And then outside of the windows of the house, you need to have a game object pass by that makes noises. And you got to hear like the Doppler, the Doppler effect with noise and all that. Like a train passes by, it sounds its horn, and you hear it very loudly. But as it gets further away from you, it's more silent. That's basically the idea of this project. So yeah, and as you can see up here, I got a ball up here. It has a little noise icon showing that I got a sound effect attached to it. Basically, the idea is this ball rolls down. The sound attached to this is a spaceship. So when I hit play, it's gonna sound very weird. I wish I would have chose a different sound, but you'll hear the 3D sound, it rolling down as I get closer to the house. As the ball gets closer to the house, it'll be louder. But as it drifts away and goes into negative infinity, the noise will go away and be more silent. And yeah, so the asset that I got from this, it was all of this stuff is on the Unity asset store. I believe it was called the Foundations of Audio, as listed here. I'm not fully sure. But you can pick up the full title on learn.unity.com. And I'm just gonna hit the play button and let the noises basically sing to us. So that sound right now that you hear, the loud sound, that's the ball. It's supposed to sound like a spaceship. It's kind of blocking out some of the other stuff I have in here. And the distant sound that you hear is, I believe, on this door or this door. I put a knock-in sound effect. However, as you get away from the door, you can't hear the knock-in sound effect anymore. If you get close to this table, you should be able to hear dishes or forks, utensils basically clanking on dishes and all that, like as if you were eating at the kitchen table. You can kind of hear it right there. As you get closer to this pod over here, you see how I'm further away, it gets more silent, but as I get closer, it gets more loud. I added a boiling water sound effect to it and made it 3D sound, so when I get close to it, it sounds more and more louder as I get close, trying to make it realistic basically. Again, the knock-in sound effect. And then go to the island, you hear the utensils again. So yeah, the spaceship or the ball rolled off to negative infinity off the little hill, so that's why you don't hear the spaceship anymore. But yeah, I did not build this house from scratch. The asset that I got basically had the house built for me already. So I don't want y'all getting ideas like that I built this whole thing. Maybe one day I will, but right now I just got it from my asset. So I hit pause on that. I can kind of show you on the left here, if I can figure it out. If I go on the sphere and then I go on the right hand side, you can see I added an audio source. The audio clip was spaceship passing by. And here's like what the listener looks like on this 2D chart. As I get closer, it sounds more loud, I guess, yeah, more louder. As it gets further away, it's more silent. I put spatial blend from 0 to 1, and I'm trying to see what else I did. And I looped the noise so it's always playing. And this is what the main tool that I use for this sound and all that. Let me get my screen all. Okay. Oops. So I made the max distance of the noise, like where you start hearing it, at 40. So as you can see, I think this ball right here represents that, if I'm not mistaken. Or no, it bigger ball right here, or the bigger sphere, represents the max distance of the noise. So as you can see, the sphere captures the house that I'm in, so you hear it right, you hear the spaceship noise right away. The minimum distance that you have to be to the ball for it to capture the noise, or like max noise or whatever, is 1 unit or 1 meter around the sphere. And if I go over to the boiling pot, can't even get this thing going. You can see that on the right hand side, is it the right hand side? Let me see. Here it is. Is it? No, it's not that. I think this is it. So I added the bubbling pot sound effect to the boiling pot with the volume roll off of the linear roll off. So you can switch from linear and logarithmic. Can't even say the word. But in my experience, the linear roll off has been better than logarithmic roll off. That's just my experience. Spatial blend, I went from 0 to 1 to make it sound more real, and I'll put it on loop. So the max distance I said was 5 meters or 5 units. As you can see here, that the sphere represents when I start hearing the noise. So if I zoom in, I kind of spawn like over here by this door, and you can see the sphere I don't actually touch the sphere at the max distance until I'm like around the kitchen area. So yeah, that's my second project. I just wanted to show that off to you guys. I'm still learning the basics of Unity. I'm learning every day at least 1 hour. Hopefully a year from now, you're seeing me make devlogs that are of an actual first game. And hopefully I have more viewers by then, but I'm just gonna keep this up every day. I could do devlogs with the websites I'm working on, but I'm gonna be honest, I think those are more boring than an actual game. A game is more interactive versus making a website, me showing off, oh, I made this button do this, do that. I don't think that's as fun as saying, hey, I made this object do this in this video game, blah, blah, blah. So, but other than that, that's my second project and my second video for Unity. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.